Hello Vimeo users, welcome back to Vimeo Video School's Windows Movie Maker tutorials. I'm Seth Wharton, and in this video we're going to do some editing. Before we get started, we need to bring some footage into our project. And as we covered in the last video, we can click here where it says click here to browse for videos and photos. We can do the same thing up here in the Home tab of the ribbon. So I'm going to select that from the storyboard. It's going to bring up this browsing window, and I'm going to navigate to my videos file. This happens to be where I have some footage stored. I'm going to select open, and I'm going to bring all this footage in. So, the thing about Movie Maker is that once you've brought your footage into your project, it's all stored here in the storyboard. This functions as your timeline, and all of this footage is now a part of your project. So if you hit the play button here in the preview pane, you'll see that your project is all of these clips end to end. Well, chances are you didn't shoot everything with perfect edit points, so you're going to need to make some cuts and add transitions to these clips. In Movie Maker, the way you do this is to set start and end points to indicate the portion of the clip that you want to use. So you'll set a start point at the place where you want the clip to begin, and you'll set an end point at the place where you want the clip to end. There are two ways to do this. You can drag the playhead to the place where you want the clip to begin, and then from the Edit tab of the ribbon, select Set Start Point. Then drag the playhead to the place where you want the clip to end, and from the editing menu, select Set Endpoint. However, an easier, faster way to do this is to use the contextual menu when you right-click. Drag your playhead to the place where you want the clip to begin, right-click, and choose Set Start Point. And drag the playhead where you want the clip to end, right-click, choose Set Endpoint. There are times, though, when you'll want to return to a clip, and so setting starting and end points is not the best way to proceed because Movie Maker deletes everything outside of those start and end points. So if I set a start point here and an end point here, the rest of that clip is gone. So if I wanted to access some of that footage that was outside of those edit points, I would need to re-import that clip because Movie Maker has deleted everything else. So a better way to do this sometimes is to split the clip. I'm going to drag my playhead here, right-click, split clip. So now what was one clip is two clips separated at the point that I split it. Here's the start of that clip, here's the other half of the clip, and now I can drag clips or stills between the two halves of that clip. Those are the basics of trimming and splitting clips, but I want to point out some helpful shortcuts as well. Over here in the preview pane, you see you've got these play controls. I can play my footage with this center button, and it just plays through. But I've also got these forward and backward buttons, and these two buttons move forward and backward by frame. This is helpful to get to very precise edit points. You might find there's one frame that you want and the frame right before it you don't want, etc. So if you want to be able to do very precise moves to make your edits, these buttons are helpful. And as I tap this button, my playhead is moving incrementally by frame so that when I get to the precise frame where I want to make an edit, I can right-click on my playhead and set a start point, set an end point, or split the clip. However, an even quicker way to do this is to move forward and backward using the J and L keys. J moves your playhead back a frame, L moves your playhead forward a frame. And you can hold these down to move your playhead forward or backward quickly. And the spacebar is how you play. So those are the basics of trimming and splitting clips, and some shortcuts to make that process faster and easier. In the next video, we're going to cover some of the ways that you can improve the appearance of your video or fix some mistakes you might find in your footage in Movie Maker.